Hi, Corey Bell here with Lead to Client CRM. We have had a lot of interest in our Done For You Facebook lead program. It's basically a program where we set you up with your own lead generation and you pay cost to Facebook as opposed to paying any other marketers or upsells on any leads. This is a way you can take control of your own marketing, if you will. Now, we've also had a lot of questions about what this includes, how long does it take to get started. So rather than answer them individually, I'm going to make this video, put it out there so you can get your questions answered. So we're just going to go down this list of questions I've compiled from a group of people, lots and lots of people reaching out about it. So let's dive in. So the first question we get is, how long does it take to get going? Honestly, it depends on the queue, all right? But most people we have up and running, ready to start their first ad within 1 week. So, and oftentimes quicker than that. A lot of times it's 72 hours. Basically, the process involves us meeting with you, creating a couple of assets that we need to get going, warming up a page, and then running. So we take care of all that for you. But yeah, I'd say a week is a good time to budget. What kind of leads can be generated? We can generate basically anything. We have a lot of experience running Facebook ads, millions of dollars in ad spend over the last several years. And so we've kept up with the nuances of advertising and what we need to do. So most of our people are running final expense, Medicare. We've got some people doing mortgage protection. But we can do whatever you want to do. We will meet with you. We will talk about target audience, ad hook, copy, things like that, and we'll get to work. So whatever you want to run, we certainly are confident in our ability to help generate those leads for you. What is the commitment? So we've actually revamped this quite a bit. And right now we're letting people get started for $497. There is no ongoing commitment. Now our goal is to earn your recurring business over the first month. So it's $497 at the time of this video. I can't guarantee the price will be the same if you're watching this later, but it's $497 per month. Our goal is to have you up and running and seeing the results in the first month so that you're like, I got to stay with this. If we haven't earned your business in a month and you want to leave, by all means, that's why there's not a commitment. So it's $497 to get started. And we are aiming to earn your recurring business over that month. How much does it cost? We just talked about $497 to get started. That's as of the time of this writing. Do I own the ads? I get asked that one a lot. Yes, you do own the ads. Now we have you sign an agreement, and in the agreement it says that we're licensing them to you. You can use them forever. However, what we do prohibit is you basically taking our ad copy, our images, the work that we've done, and then trying to remarket it, sell your own program, or giving it away to other people. So that is the only restriction to it. Yes, you own it. You can run it for personal use as long as you want. You can even run it for agency use. We have people that set up, and we can talk to you about that. If you want to use our program and then generate leads in volume for an agency that you own, we actually help people do that as well. So you can become your own lead vendor. We have a sister company that works on the delivery and the routing and all of that other stuff, the billing. But yes, you do own the ads from the standpoint of you being able to run them for personal or agency use. You just are prohibited from reselling it or turning around and giving it away to everybody under the sun. And it's really for a couple reasons. First off, it's not going to be effective. There's a lot goes into the program other than just the lead generation itself. But also, it's a lot of work to get this going, and we want you to respect that as well. What if you need to make changes? We make changes for you. So you will be kept abreast of the process, and we want your feedback. One thing that's really important, I let people know, we win when you win. We want to win your recurring business. If you're not successful, we're not going to do that. So yes, we can help you make changes. There is a limit to that. You don't want to be changing them every day or every week, even for that matter. So we do try and limit it to about once every 14 days, making a small change. And if we want to launch a new campaign, we do that about once a month. So yes, you can make changes, but we will advise you that we need to get some traction. We need to make sure that we're letting algorithms do their thing and whatnot. So it's important that we have some stability in the account as well. Do you need a CRM? You do not need a CRM, although having Lead to Client CRM is a great asset to go with it. So we will absolutely integrate that with you. If you have another CRM, we can integrate there. If you want them going to a spreadsheet, we can set you up with that. We cover all that integration while you're working with us, so you don't have to worry about any third-party software. Now, if you want the CRM, obviously those are additional costs, but they really do supercharge your efforts. So CRM of your choosing, we hope it's Lead to Client CRM, but if it's not, we can still work with you no matter what CRM you're currently using. What all is included? So I love this. So a lot of people out there, they run a done for you Facebook ad program, and the only thing they include is your ad copy and your image, and they turn it on and then they're done with you. So with us, you're getting the page, you're getting the ad account, you're getting the business manager. We set all that up for you. We set up the pixel, we set up the ad copy, the images, we rotate the images, we moderate the comments, we continually post to your page to make sure that it has fresh content going on there as well. So we handle all of that for the $4.97 a month. It's not just the ad, it's the page management, the comment management, any tweaks that need to happen, looking at the metrics, reviewing, communicating with you. So it's a very, very comprehensive service that I want you to think about that you're signing up for. So it includes a lot, and we'll go over that in your orientation. What is needed from you? And a lot of people say, I'm not tech savvy. Is this for me? Honestly, if we have you bookmark a page and show you a toggle you can turn on and off, that's the only thing you really need to do. As far as our onboarding, we will probably have you create a page, but we literally tell you, click here, type this, done. Once you create the page name, then you add us as a partner and we're able to do all the work for you. So it is a done for you. There's really nothing you need to do. We do get asked sometimes, can I post on the page? Can I take care of my own content? Yeah, you can contribute whatever you want to. We will continue to make sure that the page is nurtured and that fresh content is being posted regularly, so that you have an asset that can be used for advertising in the future as well as right away. Will you explain what you are doing, or is everything just behind the scenes? Yes, you will get communication from our team about what changes have made, the performance of your ads. That's one thing that they've actually raved about. They love the communication that they're getting, saying, hey, here's your CPL, here's what we're going to do, or hey, this is a little higher than we want. We're going to recommend making this change, and we're going to go ahead and do that unless you have an objection. So we're very aggressive in making the changes that we feel like we need to make, but we will keep you abreast of them so that you're aware. And if you have any objections or if you want to move in a different direction, we certainly welcome your feedback. It is your ad. We want you to be successful. We want you to feel comfortable with what we're doing. So we have that. Can I pause my ads if needed? Yes. If you're going off vacation or something like that, it's very simple. You just toggle, pause, and they're not going to run. They're not going to spend any money. Now, you might get a couple leads in just by the way that things get shared and stuff trickles in, but you're not going to have to worry about paying an ad spend while you're not there. And you have complete and total control over that. Is there a monthly contract? We already talked about that. So there's not a monthly contract. We want to earn your business. Is there a money back guarantee or refund policy? We do not offer that. There's a lot of work that we put in to the first month, and every month for that matter. So, but in the first month especially, there's a heavy lift in getting everything set up and deployed and whatnot. So there is not. However, there is a guarantee that we will work with you until you're happy. So we want you to be successful. Again, you have to understand, we win if you win. If you're not winning, we're not winning. If you're not winning, you're going to cancel the service, and we want to retain your business. So we want you to for this to be the biggest no-brainer of all. You're like, wow, I'm paying $497 a month, and I'm getting a huge return on my investment. My leads are half the cost that they would be, and I'm selling twice as many of them because of the quality. That's our goal. And we want to help get you there. So understand, no, there's not a refund. No, there's not a money back guarantee. No, there's not a money back guarantee. However, we do want you to be successful, and there's no long-term commitment. So worst case scenario, you invest a month, you have some ads that we know are going to convert, and you decide you don't want to continue. You still can run it. You can turn it on, turn it off whenever you want, and you're out no other money other than your ad spend directly to Facebook. Can I change lead types or states? So within a vertical, yes, we can pivot to different types. So for instance, if you're running final expense and you want to start targeting veterans leads, we've helped people do that. Or if you want to go switch to face-to-face, we can do that. If you want to add states, take away states, you can certainly do that as well. If you're looking at a completely different vertical from the ground up, talk to us. We will talk about whatever additional fees they might be. It depends on how far off the beaten path we're traveling from what you have. Do we have to create a new page? Do we have to start over the nurture system? Things like that. It might warrant another subscription, or at least a startup fee for that subscription. If it's not much of a change at all, then absolutely, we have no problem doing it. It's more about what assets do we have to create. For obvious reasons, if we have a final expense page, but then you want to turn around and sell home and auto, then we're going to have a problem. It's not going to convert well. And so we're going to have to go back to the drawing board as far as the initial marketing campaign. And when we do that, obviously there would be additional fees. But if you're just drifting a little bit over, hey, I want to target a different niche or something like that, and it doesn't warrant a huge revamp in our process, then no, we're not going to charge you an additional fee. We would just ask that you commit to running it for the month so that you can gain traction. We get asked this a lot. What is the cost per lead? Now, that's a variable, and we can't offer a guarantee. We've had people getting leads in as low as $4 or $5 a lead for a basic general final expense lead. We've got some people doing face-to-face. They're getting them in at $9, $10 final expense as well. We've had some Medicare leads coming in at about $8, $9. But it is very much a variable. So the more, we'll walk you through this on your onboarding. The more you want to ask out of the lead, the more it's going to cost, and the more paces you put them through, the more it's going to cost. Of course, you'll have a higher intent lead, so it's something that we can advise you and work with you on, but it is a variable. What I can guarantee you is you're going to get them cheaper than you would from a vendor, because vendors always mark them up. I mean, I'm a lead vendor myself, and I absolutely did that. If I got a lead in at 15, I was going to sell it for 19. If I got a lead in at 12, it was going to go for 17. I usually put a $5 margin on there. Sometimes I lost in that game, but just being totally transparent, people aren't in the lead generation business because they're running a charity. They're making money on it. So this is your opportunity to save and get leads at cost. The closing rate. We get asked this on both sides of the lead generation side, for people that buy per lead and also the done for you. Honestly, you're the biggest variable in that. So it depends on what your skill set is, what your tenacity is, how much you work them. I will tell you, as an agency owner, somebody who trains agents and coaches agents all the time, I'm happy to work with you and help get you to where your closing rate is definitely better than where it currently is, if you want the help. So all you have to do is reach out. We can plug you into some resources to help improve that, but you are the variable as far as the closing rate goes. So that's a kind of a hard one to answer. Anyways, those are the questions I compiled from the latest batch of emails and comments and questions from people that we've worked with. We are doing a lot of these. The queue right now, we're probably getting people done in 4 days, 5 days. Where they're up to running their first ad spend. So we encourage you to get going with us. I'm going to put a link, or I think we'll throw a link somewhere on the page, on the whatever, where you can get started. It's very, very quick, very, very easy. You pay the $4.97, and then you're immediately taken to a calendar where you can schedule your onboarding. So we look forward to working with you. Let us know if we can do anything. And until next time, happy CRMing.